speed, precision, and cutting-edge technology, Formula One is the pinnacle of motorsport. But what are the rules that shape this thrilling sport? Let's dive into the comprehensive guide to Formula One. Before we delve into the specifics, let's cover the basics. Formula One, often abbreviated as F1, is an international motorsport governed by the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile FIA. The season, known as the FIA Formula One World Championship, typically consists of 2023 Grands Prix races held across various countries. Drivers and constructors compete for the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships, respectively. Each race is held on either a permanent circuit or a temporary street circuit, and drivers complete multiple laps to cover a total distance of around 305 km 190 miles. The rules govern everything from car design to race strategy, so let's break down the most important ones. Formula One cars are engineering marvels, but strict regulations ensure fair competition and safety. Modern F1 cars use hybrid power units that combine a 1.6-liter V6 turbocharged engine with an energy recovery system ERS. Teams are limited to 4 power units per season per driver. The monocoque chassis, made of carbon fiber composite, forms the car's safety cell. It includes the cockpit and survival cell, which protects the driver. Aerodynamic components like front and rear wings, diffusers, and barge boards are crucial for downforce. The regulations limit the size, shape, and placement of these parts. The minimum weight of an F1 car, including the driver but excluding fuel, is 798 kg. Teams must also maintain the proper weight distribution. Safety measures include the halo device, fire-resistant clothing, head and neck support HANS, and stringent crash tests. Qualifying determines the starting order for the race. Here's how the standard qualifying format works. All 20 drivers participate in this 18-minute session. The slowest 5 are eliminated and will start at the back of the grid. The remaining 15 drivers compete in this 15-minute session. Again, the slowest 5 are eliminated, setting positions 11-15. The final 10 drivers battle for pole position in this 12-minute shootout. The fastest driver starts first on the grid. If qualifying is cancelled due to weather or other issues, the starting order is determined based on the practice times or championship standings. An F1 race weekend consists of several sessions, each serving a specific purpose. The weekend starts with 2 60-minute practice sessions on Friday and a final 60-minute practice session on Saturday. These sessions allow teams to fine-tune their cars. Saturday afternoon is reserved for qualifying, which determines the starting grid for Sunday's race. The main event takes place on Sunday. Drivers line up on the grid based on their qualifying positions, and the race begins with a standing start. Introduced to shake up the weekend format, sprint races are held on Saturdays and determine the grid for Sunday's race. Race day is where strategy and rules can make or break a team's performance. Here are some key rules and strategies that define a Grand Prix. After a formation lap, drivers take their positions on the grid. Once all 5 red lights go out, the race begins. Teams must use at least 2 different tire compounds during dry races, making pit stops mandatory. Each team can choose from 3 compounds: soft fastest, medium, and hard most durable. Intermediate and wet tires are used for wet conditions. DRS allows drivers to open a flap on the rear wing for increased speed on designated straights. It can only be used when a driver is within 1 second of the car ahead. In case of accidents or hazardous conditions, the safety car neutralizes the race, and drivers must follow it at a reduced speed. The virtual safety car VSC is a digital alternative, enforcing reduced speed limits across the circuit. Drivers can receive time penalties, grid drops, or even disqualification for breaches like causing collisions, speeding in the pit lane, or ignoring blue flags which signal being lapped. Teams must carefully manage fuel to avoid running out mid-race. Fuel flow limits and consumption monitoring ensure fair competition. Races typically cover 305 km except Monaco, and the top 10 drivers earn points based on their finishing positions: 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. The driver with the fastest lap receives an extra point if they finish in the top 10. While the Drivers' Championship is highly coveted, the Constructors' Championship is just as important. Constructors are the teams that design and build the cars. Each team can field 2 cars, and the combined points of both drivers determine the Constructors' Championship standings. Team dynamics play a crucial role in the championship battle. Drivers often act as teammates but can become fierce rivals if the title is on the line. Strategy calls like team orders, where one driver is instructed to let the other pass, are common. Formula One is a sport of constant innovation. Here are some key innovations and future trends shaping the sport. The 2022 regulation changes introduced simplified aerodynamics to reduce dirty air and reintroduced ground effect, enabling closer racing. F1 aims to be carbon neutral by 2030. Synthetic fuels, electric power, and recyclable materials are part of this vision. Advanced sensors, telemetry, and AI analysis help drivers and teams improve performance. F1 Sports provides a digital platform for aspiring drivers and fans to engage with the sport. Formula One is more than just speed. It's a blend of strategy, teamwork, and technology. Now that you know the rules and dynamics, you're all set to fully enjoy the next Grand Prix. Thanks for joining us in this comprehensive guide to Formula One. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more motorsport content.